Get anybody to desire you. They say you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make him drink. A pretty common statement with a pretty easy meaning. A horse will only drink if he wants to, if he is thirsty. You can present a product to somebody, but you can't make them buy. They'll only buy if they want to. You can present yourself to the object of your affection, but you can't make them feel a reciprocal amount of affection. They will only like you if their emotions make it so. This has been a problem since the dawn of time. Everybody would love to have superpowers of desire control over others. If you could make people want things, you could sell a lot of stuff and make a lot of money. If you had this power, you'd get elected in every election. One of the biggest manipulators of all time tried to do this. Edward Bernays, the cousin of Freud, essentially invented the idea of mass marketing, of using all kinds of large-scale techniques to get people to buy things they didn't really need. If you do have the money and the resources, this can be easier to do on a large scale than on a one-on-one scale. The big scale takes a long game approach. One example is how they sold pianos way back in the day. First, they built houses with extra space. Then they sold these bigger houses to enough people. Once they knew they had plenty of people living in these bigger houses with extra space, then they hit them hard with the piano marketing. But they knew that not a lot of people actually wanted to play the piano. So they hit them in their emotions instead, not their rational need to learn music. If you lived in a big house with a piano, this says a lot about you. That you can afford a big house, that you can afford a piano, that you are somebody who is interested in the finer things in life like music and art, etc. Mass market advertising is pretty easy, so long as you have the resources, the time, and the backing from large corporations. But what about in one-on-one situations, where people don't know you or your product, yet you still want to make a fat commission? When the object of your affection doesn't know much about you, but you'd still like to generate some romantic desire. How do you do this? By understanding human nature, by speaking to their deep desires, and building up those deep desires big enough, they'll start to subconsciously connect their deep desire feelings for you, or your products, or whatever else you want them to want. To learn more, visit mindpersuasion.com/3x3.